I'll be using a darling super staff for this video. So in a darling super staff, we have two attachments, 2 bundles of attachments. So I'll cut one into 4 and I'll cut the second one into 3. The one I cut into 4 will be the one for the back side, and the one I cut into 3 will be the one for the front side. So guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ebony Style. For my returning subscribers, you're welcome. For my new subscribers, you are welcome. And for you that are just watching my video for the first time, you're also welcome. This is Ebony Style. So in today's video, I want to show you how to turn your attachments into a bone straight lookalike. Yes, their father. So now I want to show you how to turn your attachment into a bone straight lookalike. I've done a similar video on this. I've done a video on how to turn your attachment turn your attachment into a weave-on. I've done a video on how to turn your attachment into a closure, and I've done a video on how to turn your attachment into a bone straight lookalike. So this is another part. The first part I use a blue color, and this part I use black color. So I'll drop those links in my description box. You should go and watch for more understanding. Yeah, back to my video. So now I told you I cut one part into 4 and I've cut the second part into 3. So now I'll remove it like you watched earlier. I'll remove it the way they remove attachments, and then I'll just go straight and turn this attachment into a weave-on. If you didn't find this video more educative, I'll drop the links so go and watch it. I've done a full video on how to turn your attachment into a weave-on. So back to this video. This is how I turned the attachment into a weave-on. I made a rope. Like I used a sewing thread for this rope. I turned the thread into 5 places, and then I tied it on a sitting chair, and then I start to knot my attachments on the rope in a very tight way. So now I'll take small piece of the attachment, I'll put it around the rope, and I'll use my hand to put the attachment up, and then I will knot it. Take a little piece of attachment, put it around the rope, and you use your hand to pull it out and knot it. So this is the attachment. This is when I was done making the weave-on, and now I'll just go ahead and trim it with the scissors, like those small substances, those small attachments that are at the top. I just use my scissors to trim them out before I remove it from the shear. I just make sure I trim it out. It look neat. So now this I remove it from the chair, just like this, and I'll make sure when I remove from the chair, the tight, like the knot, is not too close to the attachment. Like there will be some spaces I'm going to leave between the rope, the place I tight, and the attachment. Where the attachment reach, there are some spaces I left like this. It's not much. So that's how you'll be able to adjust it, and make sure the type of knot you are going to give it will be very tight, big, so that the attachment will not pull off. So this is the other side also. I left some space and then I tied it. You see in the video the essence of leaving the space. You see it in the video. So make sure you watch it to the end to know the essence of leaving some spaces. So now I will knot, and make sure when you knot, the knot is big enough so that the attachment will not pull off. I've done a video on how to turn your attachment into a weave-on, so you can just go down to my description box and tap on the link and watch it. So this is the attachment. So now I'm just making sure it's not removing from the from the rope, and you can see the attachment. See how neat it is, how neat from the first edge to another. So guys, this is when I was doing the closure part. that was when I was ventilating the closure part. I've done a video now, several videos on how to make closures. So I said frontal closure, yeah, it's a closure wig. So go to my description box and see the way I ventilate closures. And if it's frontal you want to use this hair to make too, I've done a video on how to make a frontal wig, either WEAVON, human hair, synthetic hair, or any type of hair, even attachment. So this is how I ventilate. I'll leave a line for a line as usual, and then I'll use the pin. I'll put the pin inside the hole, and then I'll use the pin to draw the hair, and then I knot it. I left a line for another line. So that is what I kept on doing till I'm done with the closure side. In case you don't get it here, I've said it more than how many times. Go to my description box and then tap on the link and go and watch how to make a closure. I've done several videos on it. So guys, this is the closure when I was done with it. You can see how neat, perfect it's looking like. And if you don't know how I cut that net, I've also done a video on how to cut the net before ventilating on it. So this is everything. This is the WEAVON, and this is the closure, and the WEAVON. This is everything. So now guys, I'm just going to soak this hair inside a hot water, like the one that is on fire. So this is the bowl I'll be using. Is it a bowl? I shall just an aluminium stuff. You can use anything. So now I'm just going to pour some shampoo. I always say shampoo, conditioner, not shampoo, please. I'll pour conditioner on it. Don't make the conditioner should not be too much, just a little. So I'll be pouring the conditioner on it, and then I'll pour I'll pour my hot water on it. A hot water, I just carry this water from the fire, so I pour my hot water inside the conditioner, and then I'll pull my hair inside the WEAVON and the closure. I dip it inside, and I use comb to press it, and then I'll soak it for like 5 minutes before I remove it from the water. And make sure you press it down so that every part of the air enter inside the conditioner water. And then I'll just leave this air inside the water for 5 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and sun dry it. So this is when I've sun dried it. This is when I've sun. You can see the way it's looking like. What's this, right? Okay, now. So this is it together with the closure, the front. I always afraid God of road. Together with the closure and the WEAVON. This is everything. This is how it's looking when I've sun dry it. Please make sure you sun dry it. Don't blow dry it. Yeah. I know the reason why I said you should not blow dry, because I've done a video before that I blow dried it using a hand dryer, and then the hand dryer turned my closure, like it was very heat, and I placed it on the closure part and it turned it's here it. So I advise you sun dry it. Sun drying itself, it gives you a type of look, like the look different more than blow drying it. So this is the closure, and this is the WEAVON. This is the closure, and this is WEAVON. And then when I sun dried it, I went ahead and ironed it. Sorry, I didn't show it in this video, so make sure you go down in my description box, go and watch how I ironed it. Like I ironed it on a low heat. That's after ironing it, that's how it was looking like that. The closure and the what's it called, the closure and the WEAVON. So now I'm just going. I went ahead and used a dome cap. I was using a dome cap for this hair, and this is the WEAVON. Yeah. So now I'll be adjusting it. I'll be making it tight. Yeah, like that's what I'm doing here. I'm making it tight, more tight. Like you can see the way I'm adjusting it. And sorry, make sure you watch the way I ironed. Sorry, I did not put it in this video. Just go to my description box, click on the link and see the way I iron. Only low it. Make sure the it is very low. The iron is very low when you iron. Don't use hand straight now. Don't use straight now, please. So make sure his iron should use on a low heat. So this is it. I place it on the mannequin head and then I pin it down with I'll pin it down with pin. Just make sure I place it on the right side before pinning it down. Like place it on the right side. All the bundles in this area are just 4 bundles, and the measurement is the chair I use from one angle of one end of the chair to the other. That's the length I use. I forgot to use a tape measure to measure it. So guys, this is it. I just make sure I place it on the net. Don't forget, I then start this hair from the bottom side. I raise it up, like the length, like how should I put it, it doesn't reach the hair side, like just let me say the middle of the hair side. That's where I pin the it's not even up to me. You can see just the down part of the mannequin hair, the middle of the mannequin hair. So I make sure I tighten it up, like the weave-on. I adjust it very well and I tighten it up. And then now I'm just going to, when I measured, I see that it is very accurate with the length I want in this particular place. So now I just went ahead and tight it. Like I tight it very well so that the weave-on, the attachment will not pull off. I can see the measurement is accurate. The first one I laid on it, the measurement is accurate. I adjust the weave-on, I pin it down, and then I'm just going to cut the thread away, and then I'll just go ahead and sew it on the sewing machine. So I've sewn it on the sewing machine. This is the second weave-on. The first one I've sewed, the second weave-on, this is it. I've already placed it on the mannequin head, and then I'm using a brown pencil to demarcate it so that when I'm sewing it on the sewing machine, it will be very easy for me. And the second one also is accurate to the to the space I want it to stay. Is accurate. The length is accurate. I don't need to adjust the hair. I just tight it adjust it and tight the rope, and then I cut the rope off. Also is also accurate. So I'll just go ahead and sew it on the sewing machine also. So I've done it. I've sewn it on the sewing machine. This is the third one also. I've placed the third one too on the space I want it to stay. You know, I told you it's a 4 bundle. I've sewn 2 bundles. This is the third one, and this is the third bundle also. But the third bundle is longer. Like is long. Is longer than the space I want it to stay. So now this is the essence of leaving space on the rope. You can see the way I adjust it. You can see very well the way I adjust it, and when I get the accurate length I want, I stop adjusting. So when it's still you can see very accurate now. Then I'll just go ahead and cut it. Like I'll use scissors to cut it out like this, and then I will tight it. Like I will tight it, and make sure you're nothing is, make sure the attachment is not pull off. Make sure it's very tight. So then make sure it's tight and make it more tight. And when I place it on the dome cap, I can see it's okay. And then I will just go ahead and sew it on the sewing machine. So this is the last part. The last part, I divide the last part into two, like the way you are seeing it on the screen now. I place it on the mannequin head. It is accurate, and then I'll pin it down, and then I'll use a brown pencil to demarcate the part, so that when I'm sewing on the sewing machine, I will know where I'm sewing. So guys, this is everything. You can see I brushed it. Can you tell me this is an attachment? No, now. So this is and don't forget, oh god, when I was placing this the closure is a half pattern style, because some people, as you may be thinking that what type of that the closure is supposed to be at the middle. No, this attachment this wig is a half pattern style, not a middle style. Is a half pattern style, so that's why the closure is at the side, not at the middle. So now here, just go ahead and trim the essence out. Like I want this bob style, like just that bob style. So I make sure I trim. When you are trimming attachment, they have issues, because when you trim everything finish, if you comb, some essence will still come out, some small substances, some airs will still come out. So you have to cut and make sure you didn't cut it more than the length you want. So this is it. I removed the closure part, like the cap inside the closure part also, like this. I didn't tint it. You can just go on and tint it. You can just go on and use a front I keep saying frontal. What's going on? You can just go on and use a foundation or a powder that is suitable for the skin you want to put that cap this wig on. So guys, look at my hair. Look at it now. Look at it. Tell me it's no bone straight look alike. Yeah, so the logic of this is just that it's not much. Don't make it much. Don't make it too much. You can see how this hair is flaunting, and make sure you are not putting any type of oil on this hair. Don't put any type of VEVON oil or anything. You can just put a spray oil. That's the only thing I can advise you should put, and use a suitable attachment for this hair. And guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. I love you guys, and make sure you're ironing, you iron on a low heat, not high heat. So see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.